What's up, guys? For all you guys out in America right now, hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. But I want to make this video because I saw something on Twitter today that it really caught my attention. I'm like, you know, you kind of have a point. At Slate_S42 said on Twitter, unpopular opinion, feels like the AEW hype in the new field has kind of dwindled away. I still watch and like some of the product, but it doesn't really feel unique anymore. And I think a lot of people are taking that as like, oh my god, the AEW's becoming TNA, not another one of these again. Look at the last 2 weeks of AEW television, not gonna lie, I like wrestling, I love wrestling, I really hate making videos talking bad about it, and if I'm gonna talk crap about WWE when their crap stinks, I gotta do the same for AEW. In the last 2 weeks of Dynamite, it just wasn't good. Like, real talk, wasn't good at all. This past week, the week before, what's going on, bro? Weren't y'all supposed to be like this best wrestling company in the world? What are y'all up to? I need y'all to look in the mirror, slap yourself, and realizing, you know what? We're on that lazy right now, and we need to cut it. Every show leading up to these last two have been so good. Always had something that'll become a meme. That was really cool. That's something to rewatch again. But what's been up these past couple weeks? I don't really want to talk about the previous week. I mainly want to talk about this one because this week's AEW, it's like when you take a nice wholesome crap, you forget to flush the toilet, but you kind of just spray the bathroom down with Febreze and hope no one smells nothing. It just wasn't good. Yeah, there may be one or two things, thanks to Jericho, but besides that, there's nothing on that show I'm going out of my way to rewatch on YouTube that I want to see or talk about with anyone. It honestly just wasn't a good show. First, let's talk about it. The best part of AEW this week had nothing to do with actual wrestling. It was literally a promo by Jericho promoting the fact that he started Champagne. I'm under 21, and so probably half you guys watching this, so we can indulge in that stuff. Right? Right? There's probably a 12-year-old with a cowboy shirt sipping on a Bud Light watching this. I don't care. But Chris Jericho and also Stephen Amell, by the way, as well as AEW, decided to launch a brand new website called ALittleBitTheBubbly.com, where you can buy Chris Jericho's new champagne called A Little Bit The Bubbly. Omega faced Pac in a grudge match from being Chicago, because that's where All Out was. It was a good match. It was lit, of course. No big storyline advancements. Yes, Pac lost another match. There's a tag match. Cool. Not gonna lie, I absolutely hate the AEW women's division. It is literally... It's trash. I can make a whole video about that, but come on, bro. Besides maybe two. Bea Priestley and Britt Baker, maybe Awesome Kong, but I don't know if she has weird hair obsession and stuff. I'm confused. There's nothing interesting happening in that division. I'm not gonna lie, it's just bad. WWE's impacts, they're so much better. I can talk about that in another video. And the only other thing that was noteworthy on this show was the debut of The Blade, The Butcher, and the reintroduction of Allie or The Bunny. Those names by themselves say enough. Who gives a Who are these people? I don't know who they are. Yes, they've been on Independence. Oh, Malcolm, but they wrestled in my town. I don't know where your town is, stupid. I don't care. This was a guy that came from Maryland that I've seen on a couple indie shows. I'd be excited. But for the rest of the world who don't know who these people are, who cares? Now, to give him some credit, I don't know anything about The Butcher, but The Blade is Braxton Stutter. Was it Stutter or Stuffer? Whatever his name was. He used to be in Impact Wrestling. Simply put, the majority of fans, including myself, don't know who they are, and as of right now, I don't care either. This is not me hating on those guys as performers. I'm sure they're talented, I just don't know who they are. Why are you introducing them like this as if they were an actual Undertaker? Can't you guys have done some vignette stuff like you did for Wardolph? Well, that's a city in Maryland. What's his name? What's the big dude's name? Looks like Mason Ryan? Waldorf? No, that's Waldorf. That's a city in Maryland again. Wardlow, that's his name, right? Big Mason Ryan looking dude. You know what? He has some vignettes coming up. Made me a little excited for when he actually showed up. But these two, I don't know who they are. And Allie's now The Bunny. She looks like she's some weird Playboy stuff, some real type of kinky stuff you really gotta Google for. Don't know what AEW's kink is, but it ain't mine. Not judging, I'm just confused. That's it. But besides that, guys, what else was on the show? Besides Jim Ross accidentally making a really, not racist, but just awkward call in the women's tag team match as the one girl, I forgot her name, was making her entrance. That was awkward. Jim, I think you've now added yourself to the list of just commentators of the year award of just really messing up. I mean, Jim Cornette, his NWA comment, he got fired or he quit, whatever he did. Jerry Lawler was just being a big jerk to Roddy Strong, talking about him being a trailer park and whatnot. Corey Graves just made himself the ultimate heel, but not in a good way on Twitter. And then Jim, you accidentally said Oriental, Asian, and female. It's like, all right, bro, pick one. Is A, B, or C? Pick the right answer, please. But the biggest issue for a lot of fans is the attendance of AEW. You go on Twitter, see a big open section that might have like 6 people in it. And I'm holding up 4 fingers. 6 people in it. And people are starting to wonder, oh my God, is AEW dying. No one's going to the shows anymore. No one's watching the show anymore. It's gonna be TNA again. No, stupid, shut up. If anything, in my mind, this was just really poor planning by AEW. They should have just looked on WWE's website to see where they were gonna be during that week. I mean, come on, guys. WWE just had 4 shows in Chicago. They had SmackDown in All-State, then they had TakeOver in All-State, then they had Survivor Series in All-State, then Raw in All-State. That's a lot of money for people that went to every single one of those shows. Now, if you want good seats, you probably only went to 2 of them. If you want really good seats, you only went to 1. Plus flying there if you don't live in that city. Plus driving there if you don't live in that city. Plus a hotel. Overall, gas money to drive from your house to that venue. Gas ain't free, bruh. I drive a giant orange Jeep. When that thing's empty, I'm putting 45 in it just to drive it somewhere else. Gas ain't cheap. So why on God's green earth did you guys decide to go back to Chicago during the same week as Survivor Series is beyond me. On top of all the WWE events, they also had a bunch of meet and greets going on during that weekend of Survivor Series. So some of those cost for one. So you gotta get there. If they're free, you have to be in the first 300 to be there. So that requires time and energy and sleep you're not gonna get standing in line. And if they cost, as in it's money. So let's just say that Chicago wrestling fans' pockets were pretty drained over the past week. There's a good reason why they probably weren't going to the AEW show in all fairness. They get a big AEW show like twice a year anyway. I'm pretty sure they could have skipped this one and they wouldn't have missed a single thing except for the Butcher Blade and Bunny. As I record this video, the ratings aren't out for this week's AEW, and let's just say straight up, they definitely lost to NXT this week. AEW was not interesting this week at all. NXT, it was. They had 2 title matches, tag team and cruiserweight. Both those matches, bangers. Main event was Tommaso versus Finn Balor. That definitely did well. Dakota Kai versus Candice LeRae, that was a good match. This was the comeback of Survivor Series, the payoff of Survivor Series, the post-Survivor Series show. What? Whatever. Whatever you want to call it, it was just gonna do better regardless. So if anything, this isn't AEW hype dying out. This is just bad AEW booking of deciding to have really 2 kind of bland-ish shows the week of Survivor Series and the post-week of Survivor Series. Not your best ideas, guys. And I'm not gonna sit here and insult AEW the entire time. I'm giving them props. As of right now, it looks like they're now redesigning or reintroducing new feuds into the program. If you guys watch Dynamite, Moxley's definitely about to go after Jericho for that title. Omega's slowly going crazy and turning heel, and I don't know where he's gonna go with this. Maybe he can go into a triple threat scenario. Cody's gonna start that feud with MJF very soon, I would assume, or with the Butcher, Bunny, and the other one. Which one I forget this time? Blade? Or was it Bunny? Butcher? I don't know. I'm gonna call him Triple B and hope LeVar Ball becomes their manager. The Bucks and Dustin Rhodes are going after the Inner Circle. I could assume that Pride and Powerful are probably gonna go after the tag team titles, considering that Scorpio had just had a world title match. So they're kind of locked in an Inner Circle feud, so I would assume that the tag team of that group will probably go after tag belts. And the AEW's women's division, like I said before, is bad, and I don't know where they're trying to go with it, but they need to work on that. So is AEW losing hype? Yes and no. Yes, they are losing hype by looking at ratings, by interest. Yes, they are. Can they bounce back from this? I'm sure they will in the next week or 2, and definitely by 2020. There's still a lot of dream matches they haven't done that they still can do. Moxley versus Jericho, Moxley versus Cody. If Omega really does go heel, run a Cody and Omega feud. The tag team feud of the year in Impact Wrestling, both those tag teams, LAX and Lucha Bros, they're now in AEW. You can run that anytime you guys feel like. Britt Baker hasn't won the women's title yet. I'm sure that will be a thing down the line. B. Presley will probably win that title down the line. There's so many things that you really can do. And like Cody said before, they have barely introduced their entire roster yet, so I'm assuming there's a lot more people down the line that they're gonna introduce. They really haven't introduced most of that roster. Who's left for them to actually sign? Who's on Independence that hasn't signed an exclusive contract somewhere? Outside of Killer Cross, and I'm gonna say Chris Bay, because that's my boy. Who else is left to sign in 2019? Everyone has somewhere to be now. At this point, if you guys send me some boots and some tights, I will wrestle for you next week on Dynamite. Main event against Jericho, please. There's a lot of stuff coming down the line AEW's gonna do that's gonna catch our interest once again. But as of right now, these past 2 weeks, y'all been on your slack and stuff, and y'all need to get over that, because I don't know who told y'all your crap don't stink, but trust me, it smells horrible. Y'all haven't broken yet, but you're definitely bending, and I need you guys to straighten yourself back up, because it's not gonna end well, and you're gonna become another TNA or WCW. Let's go back to showing why a lot of people were assuming that you guys are already better than WWE. You can do this, AEW. I believe in you. I know no one from that company's watching this video right now, but I believe in you. That's the only thing that matters. Send me a contract, please. But why is Awesome Kong still collecting hair? Y'all confusing me. I'm so confused. She has like a really bad barber gimmick, and I now want to see her versus Brutus. Please. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like, comment, share, and always subscribe. And we outie.
We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a MuscleManMalcolm. We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a MuscleManMalcolm. When it just like 1, 2, 3. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze.